Shares of energy giant BP, they are higher this morning. This after the company posting a big jump, as you might imagine, in profit for 2021, swinging from a net loss of $5.7 billion the prior year to a profit of $12.8 billion. Joining us right now is Bernard Looney. He is BP's CEO. Bernard, it's great to see you this morning. Obviously, given the price of oil, things have looked up in a major way for the company. Let's walk through the earnings, but let's also sort of walk through what the future, therefore, looks like.
Andrew, good morning, and thanks for having me on. Great to see you. It's been another good quarter for the company. We did deliver good earnings. We're doing what we said we would do. We're strengthening the balance sheet. Our net debt is down now for the seventh quarter in a row. We're growing returns. We actually reported a return on average capital employed of about over 13% for the year, and we're growing distributions. We announced another $1.5 billion of buybacks this morning, taking us to over $4 billion of buybacks. That's on top of a dividend last year. So the business is doing well, and at the same time, we're leaning into the transition and investing in the BP of tomorrow, so to speak. So performing while we can, transforming, that's what we call it here. And thankfully, the results show that we're doing that this morning.
Bernard, I want to talk about the transformation in a moment, but also just want to talk about the spotlight that these profits are going to put on the company. As you know, there are calls in the UK and elsewhere for windfall taxes, given the price of oil. We're now at basically 2014 levels. They haven't been this high since then. Where do you see them going? And to the degree that you keep making enormous profits, is there a risk in that at this point?
Well, look, we are aware, obviously, of the conversations here in the UK where some people are calling for a windfall tax. Our position is obviously that what the UK needs today is more natural gas supply, not less, and we need to incentivize production in natural gas supply to do that, and windfall taxes aren't exactly going to do that. I think the other question is, what are companies like ours doing with the profits that we make? And today, Andrew, we announced that by 2025, which is only a few years away, we will invest over 40% of our annual capital into transition growth businesses within BP, into things like bioenergy, biofuels and sustainable aviation fuels, into EV charging. We just did a deal in America recently to buy Amply, which is a fleet charging business, into hydrogen, into convenience, into renewables. So that's what we're doing with the profits. I think I understand that people think that this is all down to the price environment. It, of course, helps. But I would also draw our attention to the fact that over the last 2 years, we've taken out $2.5 billion of cost inside the business. We've just completed the largest restructuring in our history. Close to 10,000 people left the company. We're going to take out go to $3 to $4 billion on those cost savings over the next few years. We're digitizing the business. We're growing our convenience business by 20% over the last 2 years. So yes, price helps, but there's an enormous amount of self-help inside the company as well.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.